Welcome to the Explainer. Today, we're completely dismantling a massive, everyday troubleshooting trap in the telecom world. We're demystifying the connected cable. You know the feeling. You're staring at a setup, totally baffled as to why it's not working when literally everything looks perfectly plugged in. Well, today we're going to figure out exactly why that happens. Picture this. You walk into a customer's home, or maybe it's a super busy office. You can almost cut the tension with a knife. A wildly frustrated customer is pointing at their laptop screen and shouting those four dreaded words, "The internet is down." You stroll over, take a quick look, and check the setup. Everything physical seems to be right in its place. You can feel the panic in the room, right? And as the tech, all eyes are on you to fix it. No pressure. Okay, let's dive into this, because right here is where the real trouble begins. It's so tempting to just look at the back of a home router, see that Ethernet cable pushed nice and snug into the port, and spot that glowing, happy little green LAN light. You even see the network connection icon popping up on the laptop, but still, no internet. Why on earth does that glowing green light essentially lie to us? Well, here's our roadmap for this explainer, as we journey from rookie guessing to pro-level logical elimination. We've got 1. The trap. 2. The invisible chain. 3. Field diagnostics. 4. Scenario testing. And finally, number 5, the golden rule. Let's kick things off with section 1, the trap. This trap is something we call the connected cable illusion. It's basically the false belief that just because you have a physical connection, your internet service must be active. Let's clear that up right now. A connected cable simply means electricity, or if we're talking fiber optics, light, can physically pass through the wire. That's literally it. It absolutely does not mean the actual internet service itself is up and running. And this brilliantly illustrates a crucial divide in how we troubleshoot. On the left side, you've got the rookie assumption. You see the cable plugged in and immediately assume the internet is working. But over on the right, that's the pro reality. A disciplined tech always remembers that the cable is just a medium. It's just a pipe. Bypassing this whole illusion is your very first step in logical, professional diagnostics. Moving right along to section 2, the invisible chain. You see, for a customer to open just one single website, it's not just a single connection happening. There are 6 distinct elements that have to perfectly align. If any single one of these 6 links breaks, the whole internet fails. It's like a giant invisible chain. Link 1 is physical. Think of it as the road. The cable has to be plumbed in and undamaged. Link 2 is the IP address, or the identity. You need a valid one to participate. Link 3 is the gateway, the exit door. Without it, your traffic is just trapped inside the local network. Then we have link 4, DNS, which is basically the phone book, translating names to IPs. Link 5 is routing, the highway direction, so the core routers actually know the path. And finally, link 6 is service, the ticket. Simply put, if the account isn't active in billing, you aren't going anywhere. Now let's shift from theory into practice with section 3, field diagnostics. You really want to stop guessing and start following a logical sequence. Think of this sequence as your ultimate field pocket guide. Okay, step 1, if the LAN light is on, that just means the physical layer works. So what do you check next? You check for an IP address. Step 2, if you have an IP, great, local communication is possible. Your next move, ping the default gateway. Step 3, if that ping is successful, data is successfully reaching the router. So what's next? You ping a known external IP, something like Google's public DNS at 8.8.8.8. It's all about methodically working your way out. All right, time to put you to the test. Let's jump into section 4, scenario testing. Imagine you are out there on site. You've worked your way through the sequence we just talked about. You open your command line and boom, you successfully ping 8.8.8.8. Awesome, data's flowing. But when the customer actually tries to open yahoo.com in their web browser, the site just won't load at all. So the crucial point is, based on our invisible chain, what exactly is broken here? Think about it for a second. Well, if you guessed that the DNS link is broken, you hit the nail on the head. You see, the internet connection itself is totally alive. Being able to reach 8.8.8.8 proves that data can absolutely get out to the internet and come right back. But because the user can't load a website by its actual name, it means the network's phone book translation is completely failing. To fix this, your very next step is to check the DNS configuration directly on the router or the user's device. Look at that, you isolated the problem perfectly, and zero guessing was involved. And that brings us to our final stop, section 5, the golden rule. If you take away just one thing today, let it be this core philosophy. Never assume, test the chain. Literally, never let yourself fall into the trap of saying, well, everything looks fine, just because a cable is secure and a little green light is blinking at you. We have to test the entire chain, systematically, all the way from the physical wire up to the service routing. You verify every single link before you ever confirm the job is done. So, I'm going to leave you with this provocative thought. The next time you walk into a room with a super frustrated customer, are you going to blindly rely on a glowing green light, or are you going to test the chain? Congratulations on building a really solid IP networking foundation today. It's all about maintaining that rock-solid structural discipline. Thanks for joining me for this explainer. Stay curious, keep testing that chain, and I'll catch you next time.